Hi everyone, my name is Josh DeRocher. I think many of you know me. I'm one of the music teachers and the activities director here at Goffstown High School, and I'm so excited to welcome you back to Goffstown High School for our first ever virtual concert. Here during Music in Our Schools Month, we are celebrating students' accomplishments this year, and every year during March, which again is Music in Our Schools Month, we have a concert to show everybody what's going on in the classroom and to observe the music programs in our schools. So I'm standing here in the lobby of the Heber Theater, our school auditorium, where so much of our music department and performing arts department magic happens. And I'm standing in front of our display for Music in Our Schools Month, which was put together by students in our Tri-M Music Honor Society with so much help by the incomparable Sylvia Lewis, our school counseling office secretary. Without any further ado, let's start the concert. Come on in. So welcome again to the Heber Theater, where the concert is about to begin. My most exciting job tonight is to introduce my colleagues, the fellow faculty members here at GHS, and first and foremost, a giant welcome to my friend and new colleague here at GHS, Mr. Chris Belding. Now, I know many of you know Mr. B. Your students have worked with him during his time at Mountain View Middle School. Chris has been a treasure in our district for a long time now, and I'm so excited to have him working by my side here at GHS. And I think you're going to see the fruits of our work together as we go through the night. We're also really excited to welcome our string specialist back, Mrs. Rebecca Carl, and she's here to help us with all things string orchestra, and she'll be leading our select strings group, which will be introduced by Gavin Palmer a little later tonight. Our groups tonight are going to be introduced by our student leaders in the Tri-M Music Honor Society. So without any further ado, I'm going to kick it to them and let them get this concert started.
Hi there, my name is Veronica Iredale, and I am the co-president of Tri-M Music Honors Society. I would just like to express my profound appreciation and gratitude for not only the educators, but the students who have been working extremely hard this year to provide opportunities in performance to all students. I think it's really important during any times that are filled with uncertainty to have a constant or something to fall back on. And I think I speak for a lot of students when I say that music has been that constant and has been that thing to fall back on, not only during these times, but in years past as well. So I'm very proud to introduce the Select Vocal Ensemble, who will be performing Love Psalm by Darman Meter, The Winter's Night by Nicholas Myers, and You Are the New Day by John David and arranged by Peter Knight. Thank you and enjoy the performance.
We try to take the time to I'm happy to be with all of you this evening to celebrate the achievement of this concert in the middle of a global pandemic. Thank you to the dedicated educators who made tonight happen. I talk with students every year about finding an activity, a club, a sport, anything to get involved. We know from extensive research that student involvement is correlated with academic success. Students in our performing arts activities are great examples of this, and I look forward to seeing their success play out in front of us all this evening. One of my favorite roles at Goffstown High School, being the building principal, is to get on the intercom and deliver good news. Mr. D has asked if I would be willing to do that this evening with all of you. So without further ado, here is this year's music department's honors festival's achievements. Murray McKay in the All-State Band and the Jazz All-State Honors Band. Congratulations, Murray. Emily Hughes in the All-State Mixed Chorus and the Jazz All-State Honors Jazz Choir. Congratulations, Emily. Fahim Ahmed, Sam Connolly, and Emily Hohenadel in the All-State Mixed Chorus. Congratulations, Fahim, Sam, and Emily. Gavin Palmer in the All-State Orchestra. Congratulations, Gavin. Lily Hazelbaker and Veronica Iredale in the All-State Treble Chorus. Congratulations, Lily and Veronica. And once again, thank you all for tuning in tonight, and thanks for all your continued support of the arts programming at Goffstown High School.
Hello, my name is Gavin Palmer, and I am a junior representative in the Goffstown High School chapter of the Tri-M Music Honors Society. Our ensembles rehearsals have looked very different this year. We've been split into two cohorts, which means many of our groups have not been able to rehearse as full ensembles. Constraints on spacing and the amount of time we can spend in a space have also been a challenge. But I'm thankful for all of the planning, problem solving, and hard work of our administration, directors, and students that has allowed for the GHS Performing Arts Department to continue to thrive. I think I speak for all of us when I say that we are looking forward to a time when we can all rehearse together as full ensembles, but for the time being, we are happy to have this platform to be able to show you what we've been working on all year. Now, I'd like to introduce our select string ensemble, directed by Rebecca Carl, performing Eine kleine Nachtmusik by Mozart, arranged by Merle J. Isaac, and January Tango by Joanne Martin.
Hello, I'm Brian Balke, the very proud superintendent of schools. It's my honor and privilege to be part of tonight's music extravaganza. I couldn't be more proud of our incredible performing arts department, and this video and this celebration of our students' accomplishments is something that I think we really have to pause and just reflect upon. You know, during the pandemic, we've all had to shift. We've had to change how we do things. Athletics has been impacted, but I would submit that performing arts and our music department has been more impacted. So although we're playing sports wearing masks, we're physically distancing on benches and the like, for our performing arts students and our wonderful faculty, this has really been a complete transformation of how we think about and look at music. And I'd like to recognize the wonderful teachers that we have in SAU 19. Muriel Orcott, Jim Mara, Dave Saunders, and Emma Ifrati from Mountain View Middle School. Lori Shalander at New Boston Central School, Derek Lindano at Maple Ave, and Suzanne Price at Bartlett. So our wonderful teachers have created a terrific feeder program, and tonight when you see these incredible high school performers, I think you see the fruits of all of their labor. I can't begin to emphasize how much I love music, and probably live music is probably the thing I miss more than anything during the pandemic. So I can't wait to be with students and with musicians in the days and weeks and months to come. But for right now, I think this is an incredible performance that we're all watching. We know what the research tells us. And the research is crystal clear that when students engage in music and they continue to learn an instrument or a vocalist, that they do better in school, and it supports their social and emotional well-being and learning. So we've really seen tremendous evidence of students who just excel And this year, despite the pandemic, we've been able to send students to participate in all-state jazz, and we've seen students participating in classical all-state auditions. And I think that we've just really seen a lot of innovation. So I hope everyone's enjoying the music as much as I am tonight, and we look forward to welcoming everyone back to the Heber Auditorium at Goffstown High School with a new sound system and some pretty fancy new videography equipment. But for now, I'm so proud of our students and their families and our wonderful faculty. So thank you for supporting music at Goffstown High School, and please continue to enjoy the show. My appreciation to all the musicians, all the students, and all the faculty, as well as your families and everyone who's been so successful and supportive of music at Goffstown High School. Thank you all, and enjoy the show.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Carl, the Select Strings Director and String Specialist. We went into this year knowing that there was no heightened risk for playing string instruments. We've been socially distanced, wearing our masks, and having a fairly normal year when it comes to rehearsals. This is so crucial for this year when very few things are truly normal. I have to say, from the perspective of not only a music educator and employee of this program, but also a parent. I have a junior who is in the jazz band and band, that I truly appreciate the support that the administration, faculty, and community and general have put into keeping the strong performing arts program going this year, especially in the middle of a pandemic. So thank you. It's so important to the kids. You can tell every time that they play together, even though you can't see their smiles, you can still hear their joy in their voices, you can hear the laughter, you can see it in their eyes, that they are truly enjoying performing together. And I hope that you can tell that by watching their performances now. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Murray McKay, and I'm the band representative for Tri-M. This year, we've faced more challenges than ever in order to continue our fantastic music program. And with some hard work and a little elbow grease, or should I say, slide grease, we've been able to allow members of our program to stay connected to music in a way that is familiar to years prior. I personally am beyond thankful that I get to play among my peers again, especially in the jazz band. Speaking of which, our next ensemble is the jazz band, where they will be playing God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, arranged by Paul Clark, and Jump, Jive, and Wail, composed by Louis Prima and arranged by Roger Holmes. Enjoy the show.
My name is Chris Belding, and this is my first year at Goffstown High School. Most of you know me from Mountain View Middle School, and it's a joy to come back and work with you here at GHS. For those I'm meeting for the first time, it's been a pleasure to meet you and watch you learn and grow this year. While chorus will always be my first love, I've found new exciting adventures co-directing band and directing the orchestra. Nothing can compare to the feelings that we've gotten when we put all of these different cohorts together. Hearing 12 people sing or play a part and knowing in our back of our minds what it will sound like eventually was rewarding enough. But then hearing these groups come together and bring it all to life and put it all together without much rehearsal or any rehearsal together has been really awe-inspiring. I hope that you enjoy these tunes as much as we did.
Hi, I'm Fahim Ahmed, one of this year's Tri-M Music Honor Society co-presidents. First off, I'd like to thank our music ensemble directors, Mr. DeRochers, Mr. Belding, and Miss Carl, who have all made this performance possible. Going into this year, I had thought that even rehearsing with an ensemble would be out of reach, never mind performing together again, but thanks to them, we've been able to make music together all year, albeit 6 feet apart and at times spanning the entire auditorium, but making music nonetheless. I'd also like to thank everyone else in our ensembles for making this music come to life. Having only one rehearsal a week this year, so much of the work put into learning this music happens at home rather than at school, and I'm happy to say that we've stepped up to this challenge rather than backing down. The work has definitely paid off, as you'll hopefully see in tonight's concert band pieces, directed by Mr. DeRochers and Mr. Belding. Our pieces include Vanishing Point by Randall D. Standridge, Extraordinary Machines of Clockwork and Steam by Scott Watson, and my personal favorite, Loch Lomond by Frank Tekeli. Hope you enjoy.
my name is Emily Hohenadel. I'm a senior at Goffstown High School, and I'm the Vice President of Tri-M Music Honor Society. Music has really helped me grow throughout this year. I have been able to, again, work with my peers and learn how to use different technology while putting music together. This is super beneficial for everyone in keeping up with music and being able to share our music with our community. I'm here to introduce the GHS chorus to you, and they will be singing Viva la Musica by David L. Berner, Sky Full of Snow, A Seasonal Magical by Amy F. Burnham, and Down by the Sally Gardens, words by William Butler Yeats, and arranged by David Lance III, featuring Fahim Ahmed on the oboe.
Hi, I'm Sam Conley, and I'm this year's GHS Tri-M Orchestra representative. It's important to keep music in our lives, no matter how tough of a time we're going through. Even during a global pandemic, the GHS performing arts groups have continued to work our magic and kept music in our lives. I'm here to introduce the GHS Orchestra, who will be playing Norwegian Dance No. 1 by Edvard Grieg, Boreas by Todd Parrish, and Fire in the Forge by Ted Allen.
I'd be remiss if I didn't go through some thank yous tonight, and there are many. Lots of people helped Mr. Belding and I make this happen. We certainly couldn't have done it on our own. First on our list are the folks who helped us with the specialized equipment we needed to safely have wind instruments and singing in the middle of a global pandemic. So the first person who stepped up to the plate was our costumer over the past many years, Mrs. Dorcas Duclos. And she looked into what we needed to provide some coverings for the bells of our wind instruments. And she assembled her costume team and they started making those bell covers. So a huge thank you to, again, Dorcas Duclos, Kristen Smith, Lynn Poliquin, Diane Macon, Liz and Maddie Short, and all of the parents who worked on that with your own kids. We had a number of students who already had the correct PPE before we even had a chance to give them what our volunteers had come up with. A special shout out to flute players and flute players' parents. Those masks are even more special than the masks that everybody else had to come up with. So bravo to all of you, and thank you so much, Mrs. Duclos and your team. Another huge thank you goes to the Vandekar family, who put us in touch with Nancy Arnholm, a senior designer at Procon Construction in Manchester. Nancy took it upon herself to make the specialized masks that you'll see our band students playing through. We were wowed by your work, and we thank you so much. We want to thank the SAU, particularly the business office and Mr. Scott Gross for accessing some grant funding to provide us with the singing masks that you'll see the members of chorus and select vocal ensemble wearing tonight. That made a huge difference in the amount of sound students were able to get through a mask and still let us be safe and do what we needed to do. And on that note, a huge thank you to the rector and the vestry at St. Matthew's Church in downtown Goffstown. With the HVAC system running at full bore and students singing through masks and having to be distanced, if you've ever sung in a choral group, maybe you can kind of put those factors together and realize how difficult it was to get the sound that we wanted and that the students deserve to have in our vocal program. So we got permission from the vestry at St. Matthew's Church to use their space, which just has a beautiful acoustic for singing. So huge thanks to Adam McCune and David Steffen at Goffstown TV here in the building. And also big thanks go out to Kurt McDermott, our video production teacher, and Melissa Mannon, our school librarian, who helped us find some cameras that the school owns. We're able to set up all around the theater to capture various angles of the band. It goes without saying, but a huge thank you to our administration here at Goffstown High School, Mr. McBride, the principal, Mrs. McCann, our assistant principal, Ms. Lewis in the school counseling office, for everything they did to schedule students, to help connect us with funding, to help connect us with all the things that we needed to do to make this program possible in the middle of a global pandemic and to make this concert possible tonight.